Today, we're talking about
Maxxine Minx.
I've earned a solid boost in brand awareness over my career, and today I'm going to break down A24's marketing strategy for their new film, Maxine. I'm Leftetis Coutinho, an award-winning documentary filmmaker who transforms entrepreneurs into the celebrities in their field through storytelling. So for those of you who don't know who Maxine is, let's jump in. Maxine is played by Mia Goth, who is one of the film's protagonists in X. X is set in 1979 and takes place 5 years prior to Maxine. She finds herself headed to rural Texas with a group of young filmmakers set out to produce an adult film. And like any traditional horror movie, after doing some hanky-panky, they find themselves fighting for their lives. And they're running from the antagonist Pearl, who simply just wanted to get in on the action, but was immediately rejected. Get over yourself, lady. You're like 100. Spoiler alert, if you haven't figured it out by now, Maxine was clearly the only survivor, because how else would this third movie be made? And for further context, Maxine takes place pretty much immediately after the events of X. Now that you're all caught up, let's get back to the story. A24's marketing for this movie has been absolutely insane, especially with their latest trailer that came out 3 weeks ago. The trailer ended with a question saying, "How far will you go for Maxine Minx?" And it left us with a phone number to text. And of course, being a huge fan of A24 and Maxine, you know that I had to immediately opt into this. So I began to text, "I will go as far as I need to for Maxine." Then a few seconds later, I get a response to a link asking me to join Maxine's fan club, which I did, obviously. Then, nothing. Silence. Crickets. Until this past Friday. I got a text saying that Maxine wants to show her appreciation to her fans by giving them all early access to purchase her merchandise. And I immediately clicked the link, which took me to A24 shop, where I can purchase all of Maxine's merchandise. And no, I didn't buy anything, but it's genius, right? This campaign alone taught me the power of how to turn a character into a brand. Maxine is relatable. She is the typical working girl that needs to fight for everything she's got. And that is why the fans love her. She stands out because she is the brand. She doesn't need a product or a service to give her an identity.
Thank you.
And her relatability factor is exactly the hero the audience wants to root for. They want to fight for characters that can reflect their own struggles and dreams. What A24 is doing is not just promoting a film. They're promoting a movement. The truth is, your film or documentary, that's the cake. But how you market it, that's all the icing, the sprinkles, the decorative edible flower arrangement that you put on the cake. You feel me? And by making interactive campaigns, this is how you're going to build brand loyalty and a sense of community. A24 is not just saying, "Hey, here's a film. Go watch it in theaters after putting out 2 trailers." No. They're literally giving us a journey to follow for this character. And they've literally been doing it for years. Engagement is not just about interaction. It's about creating an experience. A24 has over 1 million subscribers on YouTube. And even if a fraction of them bought one of those $35 t-shirts that they're putting on the shop, they've already produced millions of dollars before the film has even been released. So imagine walking into a theater and everyone sitting in those chairs wearing your shirt, your hat, even your bracelets. And to continue this outside of the box marketing, just 72 hours before the film releases, they released a text in the community saying, "Hey, here's Mia Goth reading fan mail as Maxine.
I would leave my wife for you, Maxine Minx. I love you."
And who knows what else we're going to get leading up to Friday's release. If you need help getting your story out to the public with outside of the box marketing, you've come to the right place. There's a link to my calendar below. You saw how far I went for Maxine. how far will you go for your personal brand? Until next time, don't forget that the story you tell today is the legacy you'll leave tomorrow.